Hi guys, my name is Steve B. Coming to you today to talk about staying sober for today. Today happens to be May 16th, 2025. My birthday's the 21st, so 16, 5 more days. Big deal. 68. I don't think I'll be celebrating. I'll tell people it's my birthday, but big deal, big deal. The day will come and pass. The best thing I'm doing is, I do a charity thing for St. Jude's Hospital because I think that's the most beautiful thing in the world, helping cancer kids, and giving them free medical work. So that's my day. I don't know. It's just one day, and the day after it's just like a day gone by. The years go by so fast these days. 68. I'll be 68. Big deal. Well, no, it is a big deal because I lived a good long life, and I have nothing to complain about. Really, nothing to complain about. Guys, how are you all? You all doing okay? And you know, I am I woke up this morning and I had crazy dreams. They were crazy. They were crazy. I was married to Denise, and I don't know, there was a bunch of people that wanted to start this group or start that group or do this or do that. And I'll tell you, I was like looking around for her. I couldn't find her. I believe we were married, and all I could say is that, it was a wild dream. And when I woke up, I was winded. I was like, wow, that's crazy. What the heck happened? And I felt like I was it was more or less a drunk dream because there was drinking involved with it. And it was the same mentality of the alcoholic mind, that was going around and around in my head. And when I woke up, I felt like I was winded, like I had been running and running and running and running, and the thoughts in my head were all freaking mishmashed. And the first thing I did was I called Lena. Haven't been able to reach her. I don't think she's awake yet, but it's early in the morning. And what happened was that I called her, and I was just like, I got to talk to somebody about something. And then as I settled down, it's like, I ate my breakfast. I listened to my scriptures like I do every morning. The 4 chapters in Matthew's this morning, and that calms me down. Or if I ask Lord God, if I ask Jesus to calm me down, He'll do it too. Because they're not real. Dreams are dreams. There's a lot of freaking information in my brain, in my head, in my mind, so to speak, and a lot of it is there was a lot. I drank for 20 years. 20 years worth of drinking. I still know how to do it. If I were to pick it up today, I'd be a freaking raving lunatic, and I don't want to pick it up today. And thank God I still have that mentality of not wanting to drink because I don't want to drink. I really don't. I don't today. I really don't want to drink. I'm uh I'm in a good place right now. I wanted to talk to you about drunk dreams because they do happen. Hey, I'm going on 33 years sober, and I'm still having them. I haven't touched this stuff in 33 years, and I don't want to touch this stuff. This moment I'm talking to you, I don't want it. It's gonna kill me. It's gonna just freaking turn a calm, peaceful life into a freaking a crazy race, and I'm not all for that. I'm not for that at all. I don't want that. I don't want to drink. I want to stay sober again today. Today's just another day. That's all it is. And I'm leaning on this day because this is all I have. This is all I have. And I learned that after being sober for a while, for quite a while. I have a desire to stay sober today. I have a desire to be on the right side of the fence. I'm good. I'm good. I'm very good. And, well, I don't know. I could analyze the drunk dream to death. It was like going all over the place, being on around. I remember during my drinking days going all over the place, and my head was a freaking a crazy place to be, man. And I used to like being there, but I don't want that now. My life is very calm. I have peace in my life today, and I like that. I like it, and I don't want anything else. I don't need craziness. I really don't. Um, uh, it took me a long time to get my life together, and God has done a great work with me, and I don't want to take back all the crap. I don't want it back, and that's how you get it back, by picking up again. And I don't plan on doing that today. And that's all I got is today. I woke up this morning, May 16th, 2025. So I had a wild night worth of dreams, but I'm still me, and I'm still sober, and I'm still the guy that wants to be sober. I'm still a child of God, and I came to him and I told him, Lord, help me. I don't like the feelings that I'm having. Feelings are not facts. I used to hear that in the rooms all the time. Feelings are not facts. They are not facts. But they are things that I have to deal with. Feelings are God given, like my old friend used to say, and I got to deal with them. I got to deal with them. So what do? I talk to God and say, thank you that was just a dream. Thank you that, what they used to say. They used to say in the rooms. They used to say, well, that's a freebie. Okay, it's a freebie. I'll take it. Um, I'm happy for the freebie. I'm very, very grateful that it wasn't real. I mean, I was going all over the place, and it had to do with my ex-wife. Well, she passed away a few years ago, but I was looking. We were married, I believe, and I was looking for her, and I couldn't find her. Was it in this group, that group, that group, that group? And I couldn't find her. And I was panicky. I was like, what the heck is going on? Something's going on. And it turns out it was just a dream. Well, not all dreams are great. This one here, if God wanted to teach me something, I think he did. I think he taught me that sometimes I'm grateful what I don't have. I could have all that garbage back. Or I could say, thank you, Lord. I'm a miracle because I've been sober for almost 30 years, Oh, almost 33 years. Excuse me. I was wrong. Yeah, it'll be 30. It's 33 years and 6 months, or 32 years and 6 months, almost 33 years. But, I have my faculties today. I'm a decent human being, thanks to God. I was really a loose cannon when I was active, and I was a danger to myself and others. I mean, a drunk person driving around is a hazard. And toward the end of my drinking, I didn't want to drive anymore. It became like, well, all right, if you drive, that's going to be a bad thing if you get caught, because you're going to get a DUI, another DUI. So 33 years ago, I decided to, do my drinking at home in the end. And I was very, very careful not to drive. I did not want another DUI. I had one in 1984, and I want that to be the one and only, because that taught me that I was an alcoholic, and I learned that I was an alcoholic. I can't drink safely anymore. I can't drink safely anymore. I just can't do it. And that taught me that. You know, see, if you go through something and learn a lesson through it, it's not a waste. If you go through something and don't learn a lesson from it, it is a waste. It is a waste. You know, because that's what stuff happens for in our lives, to teach us. And that taught me way back in 1984 that I'm an alcoholic. And to show you how cunning, baffling, and powerful alcohol is, I tried a couple of meetings and decided, nah, that ain't for me. I was 27 years old at the time, and I had more drinking in me, and I didn't come back for another 7 years before I realized that, yes, I am an alcoholic and I cannot drink. And I'm okay with that knowledge. Some people beat the hell out of themselves with it. I'm good with it. I can't drink today, and I don't want to drink today, and that's the gift. The gift is that I don't want to drink today, that I'm good without it. I don't need the stuff, you know. Drink dreams can really throw you for a loop, because when I woke up, it was like, is that real or was that a dream? Was that real? Did that really happen? Because it did in my dream. And I couldn't breathe. I was like, okay, Lord, now what? You know, my prayers were probably pitiful. They were, I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. What the heck was that? You know, and here I am today saying that it was just a dream, and I'm glad it didn't happen. And you know, that was if I learn from it, you know, and say, oh boy. Now, if I woke up and said, I want that, that's different. I don't want that. I don't want that. Are you kidding me? That craziness, a lunacy. I do not want that. I want to be quiet and peaceful, and I want to be like Jesus, you know, plain and simple. I know I can't be exactly like him because, you know, he's God. But I want to be the best person that I can be. I want to strive for perfection. And in that, I will achieve greatness. You know, my good friend says that all the time. And I love that. Because I could strive for greatness. I could strive for that. You know, Jesus is my mentor. He's the role model that I use. And I can't be exactly like him. I can't. I just can't. You know, what do they say? My good friend used to say all the time, we're never going to rise above being human. You know, I'm human. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. And for today, I'm very good with it. Very good with it. I don't want to drink. And for an alcoholic to say they don't want to drink is beautiful. And I haven't wanted to drink in 33 years. So, you know, if you guys want to drink, just look at me. Still having drunk dreams at 33 years. The stuff never goes away. I'm not going to ever stop being an alcoholic, although today I want to be a recovering alcoholic. Today I want to be a recovering alcoholic. It's one of my goals to die sober. And you know, it's not to prove anything, just because it's so important in my life, that God has done so much. And it would spit in his face if I were to drink again. You know, I don't know if people think about that, but it's like spitting in God's face. You know, he helped you to overcome this freaking terrible thing. Drunk dream or not, I'm still an alcoholic, although I'm a recovering one, and I want to die a recovering one. You know, and it can be done. I see people doing it all the time, and I want to be amongst that group. Guys, I'm so glad to come to you today. You know, I'm coming to you, you know, talking about a little bit of weakness, but that's okay. Through God, I'm strong. And with that, I'd like to ask you to give a like and subscribe. And please leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. Love to hear from you. Love you all. God bless.